What's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and after Alex Pereira beat Magomedov, he said that he was planning on calling out Jon Jones, but he didn't really want to push that too much because Jon Jones recently lost his brother. By the way, RIP to him. But I feel like that is an intriguing fight that could potentially happen in the future. Jon Jones has actually shown interest in fighting Alex Pereira. He was calling him out after Jon Jones beat Stipe Miocic back in November, and now that Alex Pereira is back on top of the light heavyweight division, and now that he's expressed that his days in the light heavyweight division are numbered, I feel like this is a fight that could happen. I've seen people say it should happen at the UFC White House card, and it doesn't really matter to me, but I feel like it's an interesting fight. And can Alex Pereira actually beat Jon Jones? And to be honest, I think he can. When I really think about this fight, I feel like on the feet, it's a no-brainer. Jon Jones is no match for Alex Pereira. I feel like Alex Pereira, if it was a pure striking match, Alex Pereira would walk through Jon Jones, and I think he would stop him via a KO or a TKO. But obviously, if there's no striking involved, Jon Jones is going to out-grapple him, or he might TKO him due to ground and pound. But I don't know. I feel like when we mix everything together, I feel like Alex Pereira has actually improved a lot in his grappling defense. I mean, he fought Magomedov twice. He didn't get taken down a single time, and I believe Magomed shot like 15 takedowns on him, and Magomed is a credible grappler. We saw what he did against Jan Blachowicz. He was able to shut him down and dominate him on the ground, and he even scored a 10-8 round against him. And now we did see what happened when Alex Pereira and Jan Blachowicz fought, but that was early on in Pereira's UFC career, and he still showed some solid defense when he was taken down to the ground. It wasn't the best defense out there, but you could see that he was making some improvements. And ever since that fight, ever since the first year with Prohaska fight, he hasn't been taken down, and that is partially because outside of Magomed and Yuri, no one has really shot takedowns on him, but Magomed did, and Yuri in the second fight, he did shoot a takedown, but he was not successful. And another thing about Alex Pereira is whenever he was getting taken down, he never stopped working to get out of those positions, and he wasn't really showing signs of slowing down. If anything, he started like accelerating after he was on the ground. Obviously in the first fight with Israel Adesanya in MMA, he was getting taken down, and then you can see that in round 4, Pereira was taking the round off, but then in round 5, he came back and he really put the pressure because he knew he was losing the fight. And then with Jan Blachowicz, he was getting taken down in the first round, and he had a massive second round, and then in the third round, he did a lot before getting taken down towards the end of the fight. And with Yuri Prohaska, same thing. He got taken down, he worked his way back up, and then in the second round, he just accelerated again. But when I look at those times where Alex Pereira was taken down, or when people try to take him down, it was mainly from your regular single or double leg takedowns, which I feel like Jon Jones hasn't really had success with those takedowns in a long time. When he took down Cyril Gane, he slips a punch, but then he grabs the body of Cyril and he kind of throws him down. It's not like he shot from he shot on his legs. He kind of just collided into Cyril, and then he used his Greco-Roman skills to get the takedown. With Stipe Miocic, it was it was almost kind of like a sweep. He missed an oblique kick, and then he used that to transition into a sweep, and it was beautiful, but it wasn't your regular takedown. And both of those takedowns, the one on Stipe and Cyril, came when his opponent were in vulnerable positions, and when they clearly were not expecting to get taken down. But Pereira doesn't really get himself out of position like a Cyril Gane, and he would be expecting Jon Jones to try to take him down from the position that Jon Jones took Stipe Miocic down from. But when it comes to those classic single or double leg takedowns, I think Pereira is going to be more than prepared for those. He's seen those a lot, and he's been working a lot behind the scenes, getting better. And it's just you can tell that he's getting better by looking at his striking, even because look at his rematches, for instance. the rematch with Adesanya, obviously, it didn't go his way. He got knocked out. But before that, he was winning, and he was doing a lot of damage, a lot faster than he was in the first fight. He had Adesanya's style figured out. And then you look at the Yuri Prochazka fight, he was struggling in the first fight. He lost the first round in the first fight, and even in the second round, he was getting tagged up. But in the second fight, with Yuri Prochazka, you saw that he wasn't really getting hit that much. He was countering him a lot sooner, and he was punishing him a lot faster. And same thing with the Magomedov-Ankalaev fight. He didn't really respect Ankalaev as much because he knew that Ankalaev couldn't take him down, and that gave him a lot more confidence, and he made those adjustments, and he showed the improvement. Another thing about Alex Pereira's striking that needs to be taken into account for this fight is his ability to pressure and confine his opponents, because I don't think Jon Jones has ever fought someone who can really put a crazy amount of pressure but keep him on the fence and keep him trapped. Like, most of the time he fights guys who can push him really work and really stop the pressure. I mean, to stop that type of inflict a lot of damage on them. But he doesn't even need this much pressure to really beat Jon Jones on the feet. He can even do it like from just in regular range. Like, if Jon Jones gets too aggressive, he can catch him with some beautiful counter punches that he's known for. And of course, the leg kicks, because Jon Jones is very vulnerable to them. And the thing about Pereira's leg kicks is he throws it to the calf, which makes it a little bit harder to catch, to counter, because Jon Jones does like to catch the leg kicks of his opponents and then counter with a punch or counter with a takedown. So basically, the leg kicks of Pereira are a lot lower, which is going to make it harder to catch for Jon Jones and to look to counter him. But yeah, overall, I feel like Pereira would have his way on the feet, whereas Jon Jones, like with the grappling, like it all comes down to, can he get Pereira down and how fast can he get him down to the ground? Because I feel like the longer Jon Jones stays on the feet, and if he tries to test out his striking with Pereira, I feel like he is leaving himself vulnerable to potentially getting knocked out. Even if Pereira is not like a natural heavyweight, I mean, he can still drop a lot of like heavyweights, and he's already like basically a heavyweight. Like, when he fought Magomedov-Ankalaev, he was like 240 pounds. He just had to cut to 205 pounds, and he's going to be a lot healthier. He won't be cutting weight at all. He's going to be a lot bigger, even more powerful to defend the takedowns. So that's going to be a terrifying sight for Jon Jones. And right now, I would actually favor Jon Jones to win because he is Jon Jones. But I would not be surprised at all if Pereira actually pulled it off and he becomes the first fighter to ever beat and knock out Jon Jones. But let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll see you next one.